1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Chorus.
So real quick, let's go over the tones and parts using my Danocaster Jazzmaster, and it does have Jazzmaster style pickups in it, not P90s. So this is the clean tone, 2 AC30s in stereo. So as you can hear, it's got a decent amount of gain to it from the amps themselves, and then it's fairly bright and cutting. It's a nice kind of tone. You're not going to get lost in the mix with that tone, and just it's Helix directly out USB to the recorder. So let's look at the parts real quick. So you're going to be playing, the song is in G flat. So basically the majority of what you're going to be playing is going to be in the first position of the pentatonic scale. So find the G flat note and then go down, and this is, everyone should know this, but so that shape, that first position shape, is where most of it's going to be based around. So if you're transposing to, say, playing the song in D, you would find the D note. So it'd be all based around here. So same shapes and everything, just first position. Anyways, this is the intro tone. It's got some gain from an OCD and then quarter note delay. That's what it sounds like. And then this is the riff. You're just going to be going on the G on the 11th fret and then the B on the 14th fret and doing this. And if you got a tremolo bar, you can use it here, but pull up instead of down. You want the notes to go up slightly, not down. And so it's just going to sound like this. And then you're going to repeat that for the intro. That's all you do, is just keep repeating that same riff. And it sounds like this with everything on. So you're going to play that, and then basically what happens next, when it repeats the riff after there's kind of a little quiet part, you're going to do that same thing, and then on the fourth time, you're going to do, the fourth time of doing this riff, you're going to go, and you're just basically bending up a half step and adding vibrato, so it's not like... And then the next time you do it, you're going to go up here on the G string on the 15th fret, E string on the 14th fret, and you go. So 14th fret on the E string, 15th fret on the G string, then slide down so that you're on the 13th fret G string, 13th fret E string, and then again hitting that B string, 14th fret. Add some vibrato. And yeah, that's the riff, super easy. And the tone I'm using is very bright for this part, and that's basically just to mimic what Jeffrey Cundy is doing. He uses a very bright tone, and it's kind of further back in the mix, so you want to be able to cut through and be heard. So yeah, that's why that tone's fairly bright. So let's move on to the verse. All right, so for the verse part, basically what you're going to be doing is just on the G string 11th fret, just doing eighth notes, following the tempo of the song. For that tone, I've got 808, so a tube screamer on, and then 2 dotted eighth delays. One of them is slightly panning, or the left and right are slightly off time from each other, so it just makes it gives it a wider sound. This is kind of what it sounds like. So you can hear there's this like slight galloping left and right, but it's very slight. In the Helix, you just use the scale parameter. I think I have it set to, I got it set to 95%, so just a very slight thing going on, but it just makes the sound a lot wider. And so you're just going to be doing this. So super simple. And then the next part, you're going to do that, and then you're going to go into this. Again, the same G11 fret, B 14th fret, and you're just doing this da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. And so it sounds like this. And then you're going to do that again, but now you're going to go here on the D string 13th fret, B string 14th fret, and then you're going to go over back to this G to finish that phrase. And you're going to do a little vibrato thing at the end, so it'll sound like this. And I kind of just palm mute when I'm doing that part for the D string, but I let the B string ring open. So that's that part, super simple. Now let's go over to the bridge with the full-on chords. Let me make sure it's still recording. It is, cool. Okay, so for this I'm using a Timmy and a Klon stacked together, lots of gain, and then dotted eighth delay. Same setup as the verse with the delay slight thing going on. Just makes it sound wider. So it's a little out of time sounding, but it just, you won't notice in the mix, and it sounds really big. So this is what that tone is. So decent amount of reverb too. And you're just going to be doing your one, which is this triad right here. And I kind of keep it mellow in the beginning on just the G and B strings, and then do the little melody. So. And then you're going to go over to the minor chord, the E flat minor. And you're just doing a walk down on the B string. Same thing with the minor. Then you're going to go over to the B triad on the D, G, and B strings. Slide that up 2 frets. And you're going to go back to this, to the 1, to the G flat. Same thing. Back to the minor, you're going to go to that B again, to the C sharp again, and then you're going to tag it. So you're going to go back to the B, then you're going to go up to the E flat minor, back to the C sharp. And then the next time is where it's really strong, and so I kind of just mute all the strings other than the G, B, and D strings, and you're just going to kind of rake it really hard. But you'd only want those strings to sound. And then that same thing to the minor, same chord progression. And now I'm going to add in my thumb to get that low note on the B, and then you're going to go slide up to the E flat minor, and then to the C sharp minor. So I'm going to do that last bit so you can hear what that sounds like. So yeah, it's just a giant wall of sound, and you're going to go back into the intro riff after that. Okay, still recording. Maybe we can get through to the bridge. So now the bridge, it's going to be the Klon and the OCD stacked together with lots of dotted eighth delay, and it sounds like this. So it still has that slight back and forth. Yeah, it's a very prominent delay. The whole song is on the bridge pickup, by the way. And then all you're going to do, this is what it's going to sound like. And I forgot, is I switched to the other side of the pick to get kind of the scratchiness of the letters here, just to kind of give it a little extra edge. So that's what it's going to sound like, and basically you're on the D string on the 4th fret, and then the G string on the 6th fret. And you'll kind of follow in line with the delay, so your delay will repeat, and then you'll hit the next note, so you can kind of keep yourself in time. and then you're just going to kind of keep walking it up. You're going to go over here to the 8th fret on the D string, and then the 7th fret on the B string, and then you're going to go, and then you're going to go up here to the 9th fret D string, and then you're going to go again to the 7th fret B string, and you're going to hit that note on the G string, which is the 6th fret. So it's going to sound like this. And then you're going to go back on the G string over to the 3rd fret. Let it ring out. And then you're going to do this on the G string. Then you're going to slide on the D string from the 6th fret to the 8th fret. So, and then you're going to hit that B on the 7th fret. So it'll sound like this. Let it ring out. And then you're going to go to the D string here on the 9th fret. And then on the E string, high E string, you're going to hit right here on the 6th fret. B string, 7th fret. G string, 6th fret. So it'll sound like this. Make sure it's still recording. Perfect. And then you're going to, after you do that, and then you're just going to kind of follow the kick, and you're just going to go right here on the G string 3rd fret. So it's I'm not sure if he plays exactly like this, but it's close enough. And so you're just taking the G string, sliding from the 4th fret up to the 6th fret, back over to the 4th fret, then you're going to go back over to the 4th fret, slide up to the 6th, halfway through, after like 2 hits, add in your B string 6th fret. And then you're going to go right back into the riff. So that last part is going to sound like this. That's it. After you do that, you go straight back into the part until the end, and then I just ended it with your 1 chord, your G flat, triad. I think I slid up to this iteration of it. Yeah, that's about it. So let me know what you guys think. If you have any songs you'd like me to do in the future, it's just kind of a fun little thing. I'm between churches right now. My wife and I are moving to North San Diego County, so I'm without a church to play at. So I was just listening to their Jesus Culture's newest record, and thought it'd be kind of fun to figure out the tones and the songs real quick. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Sorry for the long delay. This video is probably me cut up a bunch because it's so hot here that my phone can't get through like 3 minutes of recording without overheating. So yeah, it's been too hot to record. But yeah, I'd love to do more videos like this in the future. If you guys are interested, or if you guys would like me to do it a different way, let me know. If you have any song suggestions, yeah, hit me up. All right, have a great day. See you guys.
Chorus.